Theodore Sedgwick Fay, February 10, 1807 – November 17, 1898, was a writer from the United States who spent much of his life in Germany. Biography. Fay initially worked as a clerk for his father, an attorney. His father died in 1825, and he continued long enough in law to be admitted to the bar in 1828. But he quickly left the legal profession for periodical journalism, where he made a name for himself for some years. To this period belongs his book Dreams and Reveries of a Quiet Man, 2 vols. 1832, which contained papers he had written for the New York Mirror, where he was an editor beginning in 1828. He married Laura Gardenier in 1833, and went traveling in Europe for 3 years. While sending back articles to the Mirror, he served with ability in the United States diplomatic service, first as secretary of the legation at London briefly, 1837, then at Berlin, 1837–53, and next, 1853–61, as minister at Bern, Switzerland. He retired from his diplomatic career in 1861. He then moved to Berlin. His first wife died while he was at Bern, and he later married a German woman. Works. Other works include Views in New York and its Environs, from accurate, characteristic and picturesque drawings, taken on the spot, expressly for this work. New York, Peabody & Co., 1831. With James H. Dakin, a collection of engravings with commentary by Fay. Norman Leslie, A Tale of the Present Times, 2 vols. 1835. Some say this book was a bestseller until it received a poor review from Edgar Allan Poe. However, others say sales of the book were increased by the controversy Poe's review ignited. Louisa H. Medina adapted the book into a successful play. Sidney Clifton, 1839. The Countess Ida, 1841. A didactic novel criticizing the practice of dueling. Hoboken, A Romance, 1843. Another didactic novel on the dueling theme. Ulrich, A Poem, 1851. Looks at the impact of Lutheranism on a German captain. Views of Christianity, 1856. A Great Outline of Geography, 2 vols. 1867. A Textbook, First Steps in Geography, 1873. A Textbook, Die Sklavenmacht, Blicke in die Geschichte der Vereinigten Staaten von Amerika, The Slave Power, A Look into the History of the United States of America. Berlin, 1865. Written to respond to criticism. Die Alabama Frage, The Alabama Question, Leipzig, 1872. Also written in response to criticism. The Three Germanys, 2 vols. 1889. Political History, History of Switzerland. He also wrote for periodicals throughout his life. Notes. This article incorporates text from a publication now in the public domain. Reens, George Edwin, ed. 1920. Fay, Theodore Sedgwick. Encyclopedia Americana. Theodore Sedgwick Fay. Strangers to Us All. Lawyers and Poetry. Retrieved 25 April 2013.